welcome back everyone to a restart of Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. We are not Asmon Trash, true. As you can see, I've been busy. I'm gonna... Ever since we messed things up last time, the guiding rule is we love Abella, true. Funguff Mondays. Reaction content is like, why shouldn't I watch the original? It doesn't pause every 5 seconds. Yeah, like, unless you've got something meaningful to add, then yeah, I don't see any good reason to do so. Okay, so let me show you what I was doing here whilst we were going around. I managed to get a particular set of skills whilst we were in the opening. We have Engrave, and I maxed out Grogaroth Affinity because healing is only useful if your opponent lives long enough to hit you. And I also got a very specific skin Bible. Skin Bible of the god of fear and hunger. Enki's last name is Ankarian? Okay, I did not know that up until now. Thanks, past enlightenment. There are popular tales that tell stories of a false god and a chosen human joining together in the darkest and wettest of dreams. The forgotten and long dormant god of the depths perished that night. Only an older god never truly perishes. In its stead, the god of fear and hunger planted its roots, started to grow her influence on the surface world. The scheming false deity had hoped her daughter would be the light of mankind. Only true darkness does not breed light. The god of fear and hunger was a pure child, a blank slate birthed in the darkest pits of human creation. That is where she grew. That is all she knew. Enki autocorrected to enlightenments. Oh, gotcha. Every fireball is a healing spell. You heal the damage. True. You're healing future you. She was the purest representation of fear and hunger, roll credits, not spoiled by even a glimmer of hope. Mankind had seen its share of stagnation and suffering up to that point. To rise from those perilous pits, growing pains were necessary. Progress comes at a price. Fear motivated people while hunger kept them moving forward. People cherished their hardship and drew inspiration from it. They learned from it. What followed was an advancement the mankind had not seen since the Forgotten Ages. So yeah, the god of fear and hunger literally had humanity pull itself up by its bootstraps. The dark fumes that rise from the pipes of modern cities are direct consequences of this era, an era that came to be known as the Cruel Age. The mark of fear and hunger raises the agility of its wielder. And that is why I got the skin Bible of the god of fear and hunger, and trust me, it took me many, many restarts, because the skin Bible that you get at a certain point is randomized. But also, it's really cool to see that. Okay. So, we do engrave. We engrave the sigil of fear and hunger. Carving is done. Oh. Love how essential Froppolo is to the community for this game. Right, like I can't say fear and hunger without thinking of him. So Samurai is on the other side of that. That's Marco. Look, everybody is asleep right now. Okay. Red herb. Okay. Not bad. Four shillings. Okay. A light blue vial? That's pretty fucking pog. Light blue vial is like one of the best healing items you can get. Who my priority is to recruit. I think my first priority to recruit is definitely Abella. She's the easiest one to recruit in our current position, and she, she has the ability to stun people. She can override electric locks, and the wrench is a pretty damn good weapon. And the fact that we then have two party members means we can action economy most of the beginning monsters. This place, it's not the train anymore. You! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where did you think you ran off to? Don't you understand the hurry we're in? Obedience is the key. That's the only way we'll be able to meet the quotas. Oh hey, it's an Amazon warehouse. Yeah, and by collecting Abella, we do get a big woman, and we also we do retail, but we also do instantly moon scorch. I think Henrik is his name. Now back to your workbench. Now this is next time it's punishing time. What am I supposed to do? What? I'm supposed to assemble new cubes, of course. And so how? Figure it out yourself. If you're not capable of that, that much, you're beyond hope and useless in every sense of the word. Isn't he the mayor? Yeah, he becomes the mayor. What you Googling at? There's nothing to see here. Eyes on the cubes. Work, or I'll rip those eyes out of your pretty face. That's the girl who brought us here. So yeah, for those who remember, we are essentially... we're building copies of the Cube of the Depths. She's redacted. True. The girl in pink is trying to get your attention. It seems like, we'll figure it out here. Where do you think you'll go? Whoa, fuck. Running for my life from this psychopath. Damn, he does not let up. Foreshadowing is a literary device. So yeah, you can actually run away from him without him cutting your legs off. Now, some of these people will look very familiar if you played the previous game. A lot of them are shadowed. But that's the whole of the new gods. So, the new gods are trying to leave the hall to return to the world.
Foreshadowing is a literary device in which...
Thank you, Jacobs. Thank you for the headpad, Startling Bird. How you doing? And hello, Lamitha. I hope you're doing well. Ah, there you are. A mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice that I'm not going to use. Got you pulled out from that nasty place. You were going balls deep into that rabbit hole. Thank you for reading. Now you're safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower. Is this a nightmare? Oh, it is hardly a nightmare. You just need to adjust your perspective accordingly, and it will be anything but a nightmare. Since our words could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, let's just say that he is the delinquent one, Rare, the trickster moon god. Yeah, let's just say, and then immediately spell out who it is. Except, well, spoilers. And me, you can call me Percala. I'm just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. Shit, I need to activate it. You think you are River Song? Bitch, I might be. Everything in Thunger is not actually what it is. Yes. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. This is our second playthrough. I'm gonna fully spoil things to begin with. That's not actually rare. It is, but it isn't. It is but a remnant of the trickster moon god. Like any of the old gods that you see in this world, they are but tiny fragments of what they once were. And Percala does not actually serve rare. We'll figure out more as we go along. You are the dreamer. Here's the dream. None of the old gods are whole. Yeah, they basically abandoned this world because they couldn't exist in it without just wrecking everything around it. Much like how the visitor in Look Outside is. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of, like, cosmic proportion. Like, true. 14 candidates, but only one, like, true vector. The festival of Termina is upon us. What is the festival of Termina? Even uwu voice fact. It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peek to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. A festival to, like, end all festivals. This must all be, like, very confusing to you. I won't burden you with, like, any more information at this moment. Just head towards the tower. That is all you need to know for now. I put it in, like, a quotation, like it's not, like, a literal tower, but it actually is, like, a literal tower. Really don't know why I did that, honestly. You wake up suddenly. All real video games involve festivals. Doki Doki and Talent. Yep. Okay, train stopped. Cabin is pitch black. I know you're there, Samurai. So we're looking for models. The ones you had are easy to see. The ones you're finding look great up close, but feel messy and details drown from afar. Huh. That's really strange. It's kind of weird that they would look messy further out. Ah, this is what I missed out the first time. I actually missed getting a map. Zinch bullshit. True. Here's Tanaka. We're gonna see if we can we're gonna see if we can let him survive this. So that must be the best course of action for now. Love the map. Looks designed after the Silent Hill 2 map. Yeah, it's clear that Miro has, like, a lot of inspiration taken from, like, a lot of places. What's going on here? You must just be as clueless as the rest of us. The train left us all here at the outskirts of the city. All the train personnel, everyone, gone. No explanations. Is it still a nightmare? No, we're all awake now. Honestly, like, yeah, Miro kind of takes inspiration from everywhere and, like, smushes it together and makes it, like, something that's, you know, similar yet kind of twisted. So yeah, they're basically just explaining the situation. Putting old ideas and new conversations or forgotten on. Yeah, absolutely. Introduce ourselves. My name is Livia. You can call me August. Karen Saw, a journalist on duty. everybody draws me in fan art with, like, G cups for some reason. Hey, I'm Henrik. This mystic gentleman over here is Osa. It was Osa, right? Ellipses. Okie dokie, take care of yourself, Minkus. I hope Lola makes... Yes. I'm pretty sure it was. We was the first to wake up. Hair flip. That's Dan. You already mentioned a nightmare. You saw a lifelike nightmare before waking up, right? The weird moon dream, yes. We were awake before it was cool. We were so woken. Every one of us saw the same dream. Everyone's just like, so which of you had your legs cut off by the weird retail guy? And then Karen is just like, oh, the Bremen army is using hallucinogen things. And man with checkered pants, also otherwise known as Dan with checkered pants, is like, I'm a medic and I've never seen hallucinogens that cause everybody to have the exact same hallucination. And then Karen is literally like, I've covered wars, you know. Dan is baby girl, it's true. And he's like, I've covered wars too, you know. Yeah, we've all been experiencing 20 years of constant warfare. Deep sigh. I take it we're done here. As much as I'd like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. What do you mean, you people? Yeah, I've covered trains. I like trains. Scenic shot of Preheville. Alright then. If I see anyone, I'll let them know you guys are waiting here. Have fun finding a scoop from that sleepy town. You know where to find us. What are you gonna do? Wait here, I guess. I'm not in much of a hurry. And like that, the game begins. For real. Ugh. Monologue with the moon. So yeah, we can talk to people here, but it really doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna tell Tanaka to wait at the train because he is a soft child and he should not be allowed to go off by himself. Now we may not be a botanist like Olivia, but we can at least pick up green herbs from here. And also these mushrooms. Penny buns. And some lavender. And this is not something that we recognize. Olivia can pick up all sorts of things and brew them up. Now that rat there, we could talk to that rat if we had the, if we'd maxed out the, like the ability to speak to vermin by raising our God of Fear and Hunger, affinity. Bottle of vodka. I'm gonna take some rotten meat, just in case. Green herbs, red herbs, blue herbs, yellow herbs. I played enough Resident Evil to understand the use of them all. Well, here they're a little different. Green herbs cure infections. Lavender will heal our stress. Red will, I think heal us a little. Hi, Renetta. How you doing? Thank you for the hug. Vodka helps us restore our mind. Vegetable pie. That's a good drop right off the bat. Meow. Yeah, how you doing? Fly Amanita. Fly Amanita is poisonous. It'll give you back a little bit of hunger, but it will also just poison the fuck out of you. Luckily in this game, white vials are in just absolute abundance. Anybody who's got a fridge typically has at least one white vial in it. Can I get a shout out for Renetta, please? I don't know when the last time she streamed was, but she does also make cool art, and she is engaged to another very cool streamer that I'm friends with. You okay there? Where are you going? I'd rather not make acquaintances right now. Now, if you were being really audacious, you could just... Ooh, blue herb. You could just attack any one of the contestants here, and if you kill them, then the rest of the contestants basically tie you up, and they leave you, they leave you on the train, and you basically lose a lot of time. I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. Goodbye. Have you heard anything from any of the other provinces? Nothing I'd like to talk about with you. Goodbye. Everyone here is so polite. We're just getting started. Ha! Another herb. Oh, what's this? I don't know. What is it? Oh, some ammo, some bolt cutters, and a rifle. Okay. Is that a dev spot, maybe? I don't feel like it is a dev spot, because the game wouldn't have then said, what's this? If that was a dev spot. If you don't know what I mean, a dev spot is basically a tile in the game that a game developer puts in to make certain sections easier. I mean, honestly, if it is, I'll take it, but it's not like it's going to make things too much more, too much less difficult for us. It does help speed things up a little bit. An eerie silence fills the air, devoid of any life. So that's the woodsman over there. Woodsman will beat our ass. He is not someone we... Oh no, wait. We're not quite there yet. A hacked off arm. That's fine, I'm sure. Green herb. It's love that you're discovering new things in this game, right? Now, once we have a skin Bible of Vinushka, we can actually build a tree there. Well, we can plant a tree and it just grows almost instantly. And by doing so, we essentially just get, we get a free way to travel back and forth between, between the different locations. And it would let us essentially, like, skip a vast portion of the game. Excuse me for a moment whilst I get a couple of resources up here. We grew Scarlett Johansson. You know, Scarlett Johansson could play a tree. That is true. You know, she can play anything. Okay. Yeah, Renetta's always got some friendliness, some catnip tea. Very lovely, warm energy. I do like that we don't need to take very special life choices just to. Okay, yeah, that's the woodsman. And we basically would have to kill the woodsman in order to recruit Black Caleb. Not particularly interested in recruiting him right now. Hi, Blue Lobster. How you doing? Okay. Grab a white vial from the fridge. Glass shards. Glass shards are a nice early game combat item because they give you a good chance to blind your enemies. The fridge. Yes. Oh, yeah. Something the game doesn't explicitly tell you, but if you have matches or a lighter, you can light candles. And candles will restore a little bit of your mind stat. Nothing worthwhile. We could rest there, but I don't want to balk the save. Oh, yes, ads. Thank you for reminding me, everyone. Let's get up, stretch our legs, grab a drink, and do whatever it is we need to do. And we'll be right back. All right, everyone. We're back. He's the best party member in the game. Yeah. Best. I would say he's the most available party member right now. And even then, he's not that available because he would have to face the woodsman. A guy who can basically just start hacking off limbs immediately. Speaking of which, oh no, oh boy, okay. Do not want. Otherwise known as that dildo you lost in the couch and refind the most awkward way. Ah, Jesus, Renetta. I love your sense of humor. Oh, hey, a horse. A dead horse. Unlike the first game, you cannot beat this dead horse. Horses aren't real. Goodbye, horses. You don't exist. No more horses. Horses are a myth perpetuated by the shadow government. Just checking something here real quick. Let's see. Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman. Okay. I don't like those things. You know what? I've never tried this. And hey, we have a gun. Thank you, H-Bomber guy. Speaking of which, did you see, Okay, so that apparently did nothing. Words are in vain. Beast is clearly out for blood. So, we can actually talk to this. We can give it rotten meat. The toothless gaping maw starts chewing on the meat with furious vigor. Oh. Thank you for adding a quote there. So yeah, the rotten meat allows you to basically distract the dog. Let's see, do I have any more rotten meat? I don't think I do. Alright, we'll just aim for the torso and hope for the best.
Fuck turfs.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. We are very quickly running out of bullets, but it's worth it to put down these dogs. If you aren't able to get a head up, if you aren't able to get a leg up on them, then they do some pretty nasty damage right off the bat. Here's the bunker. Hell yeah. It's a Bella! So we have locked ourselves into making sure that Henrik is moon-scorched. Oh. It's you. You were on that train too, right? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? The train engine's busted. I'm looking for spare parts. Saw the army truck and figured there might be something worth checking out. Turns out I was right. It's us. She's checking us out. How about we hop in and see what's under there? You have to be at least a little bit curious. Let's check it out. That's the spirit. This tunnel reeks of death. I heard the Eastern Union had a big underground network. Had a big underground networks around Preheville, but I wasn't expecting this. Where did you hear something like that? Oh, yes, it was on a newspaper a while back. It's close to my line of work, so obviously I keep an eye on articles like that. Oi, we haven't introduced ourselves yet, have we? I'm Abella. Nice to meet you. You don't get to say a word, but I'll be traveling with you for a while. You're more than welcome. So, what Abella isn't telling us is that she knows all of this because she's part of of a resistance group called the Nameless Liberty Underground. I didn't get to say a word. Apparently, you know, she's just assertive like that. Alright, we are going to engrave the symbol of fear and hunger on her. We love a wench with a wrench. I'm gonna have a little look around and see what we can loot. Give me a head. Yeah! Eyeglasses. A little bit of more accuracy. You know what? We'll give them to a Bella since she has she's got the better weapon. Not a bad drop. Pressure plate. Pipe wrench. We already have one. Gasoline canister. We will need that later. A sewer winch. That'll be useful. Now, we're going to come back here later. And there's a reason we're going to come back here later. It's because we don't need to look too deep into that right now. And the reason we don't need to look too deep into that right now is because if we look into there too far, we'll find Tanaka getting his head sawed off by Needles the Clown. So Needles just wants hugs. Needles is a fucked up man indeed. He is weak to one, like, this is actually the weakest that he is in the game. We can actually kill him with a single gasoline canister explosion. That hit both of them. Did you see that? Propane and propane accessories. Alright, we're just gonna take this guy's arm off first. Oh, and then he's just dead. Cool. Welcome back, Minkus. Oh, this one's the one that we hit the arm off. Okay, I don't want her to have us bleeding, so we're... that... cool. Dead. This is why I said it's vitally important to get a Bella first, because that allows us to have the action economy. Moldy bread. We love getting bread here, don't we, chat? What? So we could just cut the chain right there immediately. Bread, you know, that's, you know, food made with flour and water, maybe a little salt. We love getting bread. Vial. Some black matter. I don't think we'll ever be that desperate, but you never know. All good choices. Never heard of, nor have you ever played this game before. Meant to say something about it? Oh, sure. So yeah, this is the sequel, Fear and Hunger Termina. It takes place in roundabout 1940 something, and our world is this world is geographically similar to our world, but you know, politically, religiously, there it is very, very dissimilar to our own. Ciabatta. How about focaccia? A chaotic version. Yeah, instead of the gods of this world, of our world, this world has gods such as Grogaroth, the god of destruction, Sylvian, the god of love and creation, Venushka, the god of nature, and they have very like terrifying and awe-inspiring effects on the world in all sorts of fucked up ways. Sylvian, the god of cute trans girls. You know, sometimes people can actually fuck in ritual circles and become what is known as a marriage of flesh. And they become basically an amalgamation of both of the sets of body parts of whoever ritual they're in. So yeah, you could become an eldritch trans girl if you want. And marriages are physically stronger than most regular people. And yeah, they become fully healed. The truth under the moonlight. Okay, yeah, so that one just that tells us all about what happens in the light of the moon god Rare. But so Renetta, Marina here, the character that we're following, you know, she was supposed to grow up as a dark priest under the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church in this universe worships Olmer, a legally distinct Jesus. However, her mother recognized that, you know, everyone will look at this child and think that they are a son, and therefore destined for the Dark Brotherhood of Priests. So her mother basically told everyone that she'd had a girl instead, and raised Marina as a girl. When Marina was old enough to find out what had happened, she was okay with it and actually was like, you know what, this is a good fit for me. And hello, Stinker Dinker. Welcome on in. Thank you for the first-time chat. Have you come here in search of funga? Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, yes, I've played before. Had something of an unsuccessful playthrough, and so now we are doing it again. So, dirty toilet paper is something that we will hopefully never get to use. It can be used as a bandage, but it will infect the wound. So unless you are absolutely desperate, there is no good reason why you should use it. Didn't beat it? I did not. But then I went on a training arc. I went and I trained my ass off, and then I trained my ass until it was back on and better than ever. Uh-oh. Yeah, I went through a whole montage and everything. Oh no, I know basically as many of the secrets as I possibly can now. But I want to show people that I can do it. Bloody ritual crucifix. They used to have these in the olden times, but you've never seen one in person. The smell and sight of the sacrificed corpses is repulsive. You feel like throwing up. Yeah, I went in almost completely blind the first time. And I got the shit kicked out of me. And then I learned, and I still got the shit kicked out of me. And then I learned a little more, still got the shit kicked out of me. And then I was just like, you know, we'll come back to this once I've learned more. Because that's how compelling the story is. I wanted to know, and will not let this shit beat me. Ooh, fuck it. I fucking love naan bread. It is one of the best. Getting the shit kicked out of you is the true Funga experience, right? That's why I love playing Look Outside. Like, that game did not pull its punches either. The combat in that one was easier, but the horror itself was more fucked up in my experience. Good night, Cherry. Thank you for being here. Excuse me whilst I take my meds. So yeah, while Marina was not a dark priest, she still did get to learn things about the old gods, and so that's why she has the ability to engrave, and she has some knowledge of the occult. Hello, Fate Longnine. You ate too much fucking logs? Oh, well, I hope you had a good time out of it, at least. Okay, okay. I think we can take him. So, this guy, first early kind of quote-unquote boss. He's funny. He is, in fact, hilarious. Breathe. Breathe. You try talking to the masked man, but his words are muffled by the gas mask. You basically have to say, "What was that?" He's trying to answer you, but you cannot make sense of his words because of the mask. Yes, in a fight. Breathe. What was that? He's trying to answer you, but you cannot make sense of the words because of the mask. And then one final time you say, "What was that?" Vile is losing cool because of your lack of understanding. Furiously, he lifts his mask. The mask seems to have melted onto his face partially, but underneath you see a row of sharp teeth grimacing at you. Then, you make a coin flip. I'm gonna do a lucky coin just in case. Yes! Only the vial! Gas is leaking from the vial's canister. Pesticide is leaking from the canister constantly. Vial took a good breather of his own pesticide without his mask on. He is coughing blood. And just like that, he kills himself. Idiot. Fine, rotten meat. It's a good thing too, because he's actually a pretty tough fight otherwise. And if he kills us, then he literally throws us to the pigs. Okay. That shop there will be a good place for us to spend our hard-earned shillings. You can just kind of unga-bunga the torso, hopefully. Ow. That's not that bad. Do I have a... I do, yes, I'm playing with the Dark Raccoon mod. Small key. Hell yeah. Moldy bread. Paprika will help with the rotten meat. I don't appreciate jokes about not seasoning meat. I know how to season food. Thank you. Yes, I grew up in a country that is famous for you know, taking over places for spices and then not using them. But you know, I like using I like using spices, and even British people who don't use spices, they use a bunch of herbs and things. They have the roasting that they can do for flavors and shit. Like, yeah, I've heard the jokes before, and you know, honestly, it's not funny. Oh shit, I forgot about the bear trap. He had. Fuck. Okay, it's just a Bella. Okay, it's fine. She can be fine without one of her legs. Why rooster blood for pudding? You know, I don't know. I've never asked. Got a severed arm and a leg. Okay. The arms and legs have a couple of different purposes. One, they can be used for sustenance. You can just straight up do a cannibalism. Or you can use them in the flesh puppetry attack. Forget to... yeah, exactly. You can just, like, saw off a whole bunch of limbs before going to a Sylvian circle. Let's see, the 4 ages of modern history. So yeah, this talks about... I don't think this one actually teaches us anything. But yeah, the god of fear and hunger brings us into a dark industrial age known as the Cruel Age. Ah, damn it. But hey, we did find a combat ration. That's useful. How are the froggos? Yes, we need to know. Bear trap. Oh, cool. That would have been useful. Occult grimoires. Ah, okay. So this is good. This shows what each of the different ritual circles are for. This one is for the old gods. This one is for the new gods. And this one is for the ascended gods. So the old gods like Groggoroth, Sylvian, Venushka, Rare. New gods, there are a few of those that will meet within the game. And then the ascended gods are Ulmer and the god of fear and hunger. Actually, rubbing the lamp is pretty useful. Ah, here we go. Our first bone saw. Hey, you okay? Oh boy. Yeah, and we get a soul stone out of it, and the genie is actually quite easy to he's actually quite easy to fight once you figure out how to face him. Okay, so the bone saw is given to us at a crucial time. We have a whole bunch of corpses around us, and the game has already showed us that there's a severed arm. But also, we can go around and saw off people's heads. Marina would love to rub a Bella's lamp. I mean, would certainly make some wishes come true, that's for sure. You're gonna have to get used to this particular sound because it's gonna happen a lot. There's also, I think, something like a 3% chance for every time we saw someone's head off for it to just break the bone saw. Fingers crossed, but then, you know, we will hopefully find multiple. Ooh, golden chanterelle. Let's go. Olmo would probably smoke unfiltered cigarettes. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for jacketing off there. Give me head. Damn it. Your favorite sound is the howl when you fill up a soul stone or use necromancy. It is pretty fucking cool. There. Nunchucks. Completely safe for work nunchucks. Abella. There. Abella is starting to feel hungry. Can we... Okay, we don't have any, like, crafting that we can do. We'll just give her a couple of, couple mushrooms for now. So, interesting fact. Quote number 3. My egg is quacked and I'm about to become delicious. So the hunger meter, there's a reason it doesn't actually, there's a reason it does not fill up completely. There's a reason that it's always 99%. And that's because it's that's because every character is actually level 2 in RPG Maker. And the hunger meter is actually our experience meter that has been retooled and renamed hunger, which is why our hunger can never go above 99.99%. So if it ever does, the game starts behaving in some very weird, fucky, wucky, woo ways. Might be off topic. Can someone explain how the hunger and thirst meter works in hardcore New Vegas? Is it a bad trip? The game just becomes unstable, more so than it already was. But yeah, like hunger and thirst in New Vegas, basically self-explanatory. You eat food to regain hunger. You drink water to reduce your H2O stat. If you drink soda, then it actually makes you more thirsty. Okay, another white vial. Oh look, a bed. I won't be using that just yet, though. Because every time we use a bed, it advances time. An oil, pipe, and a purifying talisman. Okay, off comes the arm. Okay, we've got the jump on him and he has been stunned, so he didn't put a bear trap down. Just because this is a stream with many trans people, I think, well, not every trans girl knows about New Vegas. Yes, I know a lot, but it's unrelated. Ooh, we found some rifle bullets. Ah, we found a soldier's diary. So that guy was a Bremen soldier. Basically, one of these this world's equivalent of 1940s Germany. Give me head. Yes! 2 light blue vials. Good shit. Paprika, red herb, beer. And some good drops. I too am silly, but I fear the day I become too silly. On that day, the old gods will be ready for you. Okay, so the Mayor's Manor has got some good stuff worth checking out, even at this particular stage in the game. Found a white vial. Now we just gotta hope for some good RNG. Every time you hear Bremen, you think of that one fairy tale where a donkey, a mule, and a goat start a band. Newspaper article. Boring. Tale of Pocket Cat. Useful lore, but not actually. Mahavra. Okay, nope, not useful in this version. Skin Bible Chapter of Ulmer. Okay, okay. We could use that to create blood portals. Alchemilia, here we go. This is some good shit. Oh, you got it up to 2,000 points? Hell yeah, good job. Alright, so we can now craft light blue vials out of 2 blue vials. We can create a brown vial out of a light blue vial and pep pills. If you're wondering, the pep pills are actually a reference to a real-world version of pep pills that existed in Germany at the time. Meth. Skin Bible Chapter of Venushka. Okay, okay, cool. Let's fucking go. The cycle of destruction and creation is seen in the purest form in nature. Thus it comes as no surprise that the very god of nature, Venushka, is an offspring of 2 older gods, Grogoroth and Sylvian. Like the nature of mankind, the nature of Venushka, too, can change from fiery volcanoes to serene grasslands, where a gentle wind lulls one to sleep. The similarities between nature and mankind are fitting, as both grew up sucking from the many bosoms of Sylvian, after all. Both were born from the same loins. Venushka and the representation of humanity, Ulmer the Ascended One, are considered equal. Neither of the two stands taller. What is Venushka's is for the men to reap, just as the nature reaps our old and weary. So, we can now, we can draw Venushka symbols on, like, old god circles. And that will make a big old tree grow. You know, let's try and force the door open. Door is too strong for you. You know what? We have, you know, we can give it another go. Skin Bibles. I do like that the Skin Bibles were made as the result of, you know what? Let's try the pipe wrench on both of them. Is Venushka... Venushka is male, from what I understand. Okay, door is too strong for us. Cool, love that for me. Okay, okay. You know what, yeah, let's use a small key here. So there is a heartbeat going on, but there's no actual encounter down here. Saw blade. That would be really useful if Abella was our main character, because it would be part of the, one of the things necessary to craft a circular saw. The white vial. Bunch of raw vegetables. Found a meat pie. And a tomato. Lavender. Red herb. Paprika. Penny bun. I really would like to find one of the cookbooks. But the thing about Fear and Hunger is you should never, and I mean never, plan for finding specific items. Unless you know that those items are guaranteed drops, you have to make the best use of what you have. Duct tape, woohoo. Every day I tie people up with duct tape, woohoo. The item pool is too big to count on RNG. Right. Like, yeah. I've never seen the salmon snake rune. Oh boy. A dark priest. Yeah, I don't think we're in the best shape. We could take him on. Actually, we've got plenty of bullets. Well, I say plenty. We've got enough to, like, shoot his arms off. And now he's basically completely helpless. Honestly, well worth using 2 bullets, because each of those arms has the ability to cast, like, hurting or something. And hurting would basically rip off another limb. The last thing we need is letting him rip off one of our limbs. All right, thank you for being here, Jamie. I appreciate you. Take care now. He had a soul stone on him. Took the priest's head as a trophy. So, if I would have loved to have had the Sylvian circle there to heal everything up. 4 shillings, cool. Couple more shillings. Reinforced doors locked tightly. We're going to meet the endless horrors with endless scrungles. Let's go. Thank you very much for the delicious egg. Alright. Murdering certainly gives us an appetite, so we're just gonna chow down on these meat and vegetable pies here. Fly amanita. Carrot, some beer. Ah, okay. Leather armor. Not that armor really helps very much. But it's better than nothing. Alright, so we now have the key to the manor to which we are accustomed. So we can go around and help ourselves to whatever else is here. Books about economy and leadership, they're not going to help you now. The Book of Fears. All we need now is the Book of Hungers. Some money. Yellow vial. Okay, so this is where the gentleman would be. But that is, yeah, he shows up later. Suicide is always an option. Not today, Satan. That's what I call my food diary. Book of Hungers. Okay. We'll tip back a couple beers. Keep ourselves going. All right. Well, we've looted pretty much everything that could be useful right now. We can keep going further to the right, and we can find more in the outskirts of Prehevil. Now, this house you have to be especially careful in, because further down is there's a bunch of bear traps. Okay. We're out of ammo. That's okay. Oh boy, rifleman. Where's your rifle, rifleman? Rifleman is a family name. Ah. Ah yes, from the New England Riflemans. Okay, so this time we're gonna guard. That way we don't get the coin flip. And we kill them just to be sure. Okay, we find some gunpowders. Ever really get accustomed to this manner, though? You know, I feel like if we did, maybe we are just as insane as the rest of them. Okay, glass shards, white vial. So yeah. You're a bacon smith. What is a bacon smith? Okay. We want to be very careful there. Ew, dirty toilet paper. That's her. Hi, Mono. How you doing? Meat pie, 4 shillings. Goat hoof, green herb. Yeah, get clickered, nerd. Dried meat, turnip, egg. If we ever find a cookbook, we're gonna have some really good food to subsist on. All right, just gonna whack this here moon scorched. Push raw pork belly down a conveyor belt where it gets brined before smoked. Well, I hope it's a good paying job. Hi, Johnny. How you doing? Man, we've got so much head right now. A dark corner of the unwanted and the undesired, where they dump the diseased, stillborn, and now the moon scorched. Welcome, O fresh one, to the shit pit of Prehevil. Nice decoration you have here. Ever under the ever-watching eye of the dead. I want more, though. I want the one who swiped half the town, the woodsman. And I want the one who condemned us down here. I want that filthy priest. Give priest's head. Even in death, his face disgusts me. I'll see what I can do. So, yeah. If we go grab the woodsman, then we can also just we can get his head and bring it back to this guy. Head. It is now you have the applewood smoked bacon, but used by McDonald's. Ooh. Very cool. Ah, man. What's going on here? Deflated lip, hanging eyelids, comb my face. So yeah, these people are suffering under the effect of the moon scorching. The radiation or divine light or whatever it is you want to call it of Re, the moon god, causes these people to mutate in strange ways. Some people say that that the light of the moon reveals the truth beneath, and some people say that what the moon god shows you is a lie. Personally, I think it's a bit of both. I think that what the moon is showing you is your deepest insecurities and fears about yourself. That's why each of the characters has a moon-scorched form that most befits their worst fears about themselves. Fucking Rare just troll-face pogging while their shit keeps going. Yup. Okay, and then down there we can find bunker. We might find some stuff in here worth taking. Ooh, an ornament lantern. That can be useful for inflicting the burning status effect. I love that Abella can do that. Okay, so then over here, we've got something for a projector, but we don't have any film. So this place, pretty useless right now. Give you a thesis on symbolism in Fear and Hunger 2. I see what you're referring to. Anybody seen the Chromola fan film? I have not. That sounds very cool, though. Sure, Fear and Hunger 2 is a lot about eldritch horror, but I've also heard it said that that Fear and Hunger 2 represents what happens when we harness the power of the gods and we use it to become something greater than them. And that the gods turned away not because they were bored, but because they saw what we could do with their abilities and realized that maybe this world was better off without their intervention. All right, have a good night, Tims. Thanks for being here. Ooh, a delicious egg. All right, if we go down this way too far, we will run into a guy with a rifle, and he will just start taking pot shots at us from afar. So we're just going to swipe what we can here. Then we're going to head back. No need to fight those guys right now. Let's see, I mean, we've got enough heads to make another soul stone. And again, these guys are pretty weak. To be honest, we're putting them out of their misery. Hey, tobacco. Scorched head. Okay, yeah, we've definitely got enough for a couple of soul stones now. Severed arm and a leg. In fact, the mechanics, so Abella's is based off of a great old one, the Cthulhu mythos. Oh, Chognar, yeah. I've heard people say that Chognar's form is basically like Abella sees herself as a great clumsy oaf of a being that just wanders around destroying things. But, you know, all of these things are open to interpretation. I wonder what Abella's reaction is to seeing this, like, 18-year-old Catholic schoolgirl just, going around, you know, beating up these poor mutated creatures and, sawing their heads off. She feels she lacks femininity, right? Because, you know, she's spent all of her time fighting for the Nameless Liberty Underground and killing, and, you know, building up her muscles, working with machines. It's fun. You know, this game is fun. And also horrifying. But fun. Who doesn't love a strong woman? True. I love when women. Funifying. That sure is a way to put it. Listen, it is not just werewolves. Okay? Oh, hiya, Bella. It's you. Oh, sorry, no, Karen. What the hell is going on in this town? Something very bad. The locals, did you get attacked too? Yes. I'm just glad I took my pistol with me. The scoop just became a lot bigger. What do we do now? We don't do anything. I work alone. Won't be safe alone. Are you worried about me or yourself? So yeah, we cannot recruit her just yet. She's covered wars, you know. Centaurs. Actually, don't have anything with a centaur in just yet. That's a personal failing of mine. Alright, folks, we're going to take another quick break here, so everyone get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is you need to do, and we will be right back. Alright, everyone, we're back. Bella, if she reviewed kitchen tiling, hardwood floors, and linoleum, I've covered floors, you know. This door is too strong. I thought I'd already come through here. There we go. We picked the lock. Wheat flour. Penny bun. Green herb, vegetable pie. Empty bucket and a suitcase. You're starting to see a pattern here. A lone Ulmer crucifix hangs on the wall. Oh hey, look! A gun! Written in blood, arm yourself. The festival of Termina. The festival of blood is upon us. Take the rifle. The gun is loaded with a single bullet. You know, I'll take it. That's fine. Can't begin to tell you how fine that is. Alright, so this is a circle of the new gods. We have 12 severed heads. tainted one rises slowly from the pool of blood. Unbearable existence, the suffering, the agony. We play the secret song that echoes from within. The sound is like razors through flesh. Can you hear it? Yes, you can hear my voice after all. You who came with the offering, ask and thou shalt receive. Sounds like a plan, Ari. O explorer of the further regions, farewell. So, every time we have severed heads, we bring them to this particular, well, any of those ritual circles, and then we can craft them into full-blown soul stones. So now, we just need a place to save. Luckily, one of these basements holds such an opportunity for us. I think it was this one? Yeah, it's this one. So, you recognize that particular circle? Like we said before, this one is is one of the Ascended God circles. Yes, I saw that. I loved how much everyone booed her. It was great. Okay, so we will draw the sigil of the god of fear and hunger. So that increases our affinity with the god of fear and hunger, but also we have summoned her. Statue of fear and hunger stands before you. We can pray and then save our game, but only once. That way, we're a little bit further in. We can try out things, get a little bit more risky. Yeah, hello, child. You look quite different from last game. Not that different at this point of the game, honestly. But yeah, so yeah. Statue is cracked. So yeah, we can no longer use that. But it's a good way to save our progress without moving the timeline forward. Now that we have the bolt cutters, we can just snap 4 shillings. Just gonna start looting everything that we can. Lavish and grotesque dinner. Okay. So here's Levi. Unfortunately, we cannot recruit him right now, because we are missing something that we could use to recruit him. We don't have any heroin. Because, yeah, he is basically just really jonesing for a hit right now. I'm recruitable. Hi, Fonair. Are you a child soldier in need of heroin? door is too strong for you. We've already broken open a door like this. I know the door isn't too strong for me. We're just gonna brute force this shit. What? Not now, NVIDIA. Yeah, I love how everybody has their own kind of traumas that have brought them here. Abella, because she is working underground to stop two authoritarian regimes from crushing everybody beneath their treads. Marina has, grew up as covertly trans in like the 1930s, and if people found out her, her that she wasn't actually a girl, they would probably execute her or send her off to the Dark Priests. Marco beat his former mafia boss to death in front of all of his gang, and so now he's on the run. There's, everyone's got their own kind of colorful histories. Okay, you know what? We will... Okay, one more time. If we don't get through now, we'll come back later. Okay, fine. We'll come back later. There's good food there if we can break in. Now here is where we will encounter Needles later, fighting Tanaka and Marco. Speaking of the first game, it's certainly in a sad choice that Kahara was the one that died in the dungeon to bring forth the god of fear and hunger. Yeah, everybody... Yeah, it sucks, and but that is fear and hunger for you. Nobody, very few people make it out of it with a quote-unquote happy ending. And he died so that well, he had no way of knowing what was going to happen, but he did help bring about a much better world. Ha. Missed. Nerd. Oh yeah, it absolutely is. And it sucks even more that at the end of the day, the cruel age brought about so many other different horrifying evils that he never could have anticipated. Excuse me. I don't appreciate you beating up my my wrench wench waifu like that. Okay, I'm gonna beat him up now. It's important to do police brutality on the police there in that situation, because if you don't, he will get up in about 3 seconds. I'm not even joking. Oh, that score of your comfort character. People are just fucking weird. I do not understand that particular niche. Oh no. Okay, so that means that Needles is out. Needles is somewhere in the town. So hopefully that means that he is... we can go down into the bunker and take a look around without worrying about Tanaka's head being cut off. He's such a scam. What the fuck do you... What are you talking about? Normally it's Ash that I'm asking what the fuck they're talking about. are in the town. No, not Needles are in the town. Needles is in the town. Needles is his name. Distracted by the Christmas beavers. Ayo. Alright. Go take a look at the bunker again. And if Tanaka's head ends up being cut off, then, I guess, rip. But, we heard him, like, laughing in there. Who the fuck names that child? I have a feeling that Needles was a moniker that he gave himself. Like a friendly clown name. Either that or, yeah, literally just Mr. and Mrs. the Clown were like, Mrs. the Clown, what should we name our son? And the dad was like, we shall name him Needles. Like, why do we have the same voice? And this is how all clowns sound, don't you know? Especially the ones that commit war crimes. Oh shit, no, that's his hat. Okay, okay. 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 He's not here. This is where he would normally be if his head was cut off, so I think Tanaka's okay. Yeah, this is normally where his head would be cut off, so yeah, I think he managed to escape. Give me head. Damn it. It's a new one. There's no electricity. Oh, right. Okay, okay. Yeah, normally at this point, we hopefully have enough gasoline canisters to restart the generator here. Here we go. Okay. We can now use the locks. Okay, okay. Thank you for the clip, Mono. Appreciate you. Now this chain is where Needles the Clown, if he defeated us at this point, would literally chain us down. And then we would then have a massive and then pass out. And then when we wake up, all of our party members will have been individually and brutally murdered, and then we would find them around town in various states of torture. Lola Stellacast, things are going well. We're having a little bit of an explore. Tanaka is not dead yet, which honestly I feel like is kind of an achievement in and of itself. We have ourselves a delightful redhead. All in all, could be a lot worse. Give me head. Pigskin gas mask. Just like the vial. A go onion sound alert, you know. I am a creature of a great many obscure and weird and wonderful games. Looks like it is the scrungly dude's bedtime. Let's show the new folks what I typically look like. Again, I gladly would. I mean, I absolutely would. You know, Abella could like hold me in her strong arms and just stroke my hair and like rock me to sleep. Never get enough of those thighs. Thank you. Ready? Thank you. I am the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. Abella is best girl. True. Well, why would you do this? In front of everybody. Don't worry. I saw the girl chair.
Welcome to the cocktail lounge. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but always appreciated. This place has some good supplies. Give me head. Damn it. 3 bolts. More bolts. 12 gauge shells and a rifle bullet. And we don't have a trench gun yet, so the 12 gauge shells, not a whole lot of use. For now. Now that key would normally be a thing for us to get into the thing, but the town, where we already have bolt cutters. There's some text on the monitor in a simplified writing format. The teleelectroscope cannot be connected to the logic unless all 3 of the cables are switched on. Connecting one before another does not cause any damage to the system, but it should not be done without clear orders from the designated official in charge of the operation. We're going to turn it on. That is one of 3 switches that we will need to get our best ending. The Preheville document. Ooh, wonderful. I hope that your levels are where they need to be. See, I don't think we get anything out of that. Egg, wheat flour. This is what the machine looks like in the rare dimension. The machines are being fucked around with, mutated by the light of the moon. And someone figured out how to use the light of the moon to alter their own divine equipment to something terrible and wonderful. Okay, first off, take care of the blade arm so we don't lose any more limbs. Then we unga bunga the torso. Oh, good. All right, Dedge. Nothing of value, but we can saw off its head. Now, because this game is made of spaghetti code, we could, there is a potential for some of the other Rontiels that we find in this map to also have their arms shot off now. Because the game is checking not for one Rontiel in particular, but, but all of the Rontiels. So in that, sometimes you get like a figurine situation. Vegetable pie. Good drop. Like that one there. Literally does not have any arms. You drink vodka. New gods look at it and like, fuck it, close enough, it counts. Hot damn, that was a crit right there. New gods. It's round, checks out. Is that how many limbs it should have? It's like, do you really expect me to keep track of every single limb here? Ooh, Brahmin Elite helmet. How big is my pockets? Quite big, apparently. I assume we're just putting them all in a big old bag. Vodka and a meat pie? Okay, we cannot get into there because we are not the last person alive. At least I think that's why that one is shut to us. Oh, hey, more workbenches. Okay, that one. Not really worth fighting. Yeah, exactly. Huh, usually this is where we meet, that Nazi motherfucker. Hmm. That is, unexpected. Yeah, like, don't think about that too much. Some things it's better not to think about to avoid, to avoid going insane. Bread. Exactly. Alright, fuck you, copper. Justice and order, so it is. Okay. Then the arms just fucking grow back. You know, that's a good idea, Ari. That is a cool feature of thermoses. All right. Police brutality. I think it's really like I feel like the Bobby is purposefully designed to take advantage of people who think they know Fear and Hunger Termina from their knowledge of the first game. They're like, oh, we'll just attack all the arms. That's fine. And then seeing the arms grow back, we're like, what the fuck? That's not allowed. Like, referee, that's not allowed. Can he do that? The referee just kind of looks at the book and is like, ain't no rule. Oh fuck, that's Needles right there. Holy shit. Oh, hi, Pocket Cat. Rare. I'll allow it. I'm going to allow this. Don't worry about it. There's a tall man here wearing what seems to be a rubber mask. Oh. Here I am busy with my own business, completely ignoring this beautiful chapette. Chapette. You know? At least Pocket Cat is correctly gendering us. All apologies. Pleased to meet you. You can call me Pocket Cat. You have one of those familiar faces. I feel like we've met somewhere before, perhaps in a past life. So, what this is saying, what Pocket Cat is alluding to here, is that, he's looking through the fourth wall and is like, hey, you played the original Fear and Hunger, right? Which is set 400 years before Termina. Maybe. Things sure have changed since then, haven't they? We live in peculiar times. The world has gone through true darkness. The world has been at a standstill, a deep rest. People stocked up on toilet paper and hidden their homes with their loved ones. Just like COVID, really. They were waiting for that glimpse of light just because they knew that even the darkness has a breaking point. Again, just like COVID. Say, old sport, what do you think follows such intense darkness? Chaos and confusion. Yes, not light or darkness, but gray. Very insightful indeed. From personal experience, I'd say a true darkness is followed by chaos. The mind, or the common consciousness, we all strive for something new. When one is truly done with the darkness, one strives for new with such vigor that growing pains are inevitable. But there lies the danger. You can see chaos can ragdoll us into any one direction. The direction is not always towards the light. Sometimes one can find themselves lost in a limbo that is the chaos. When you enter the limbo from a dark place, there's a big chance that you contaminate the chaos with your darkness and just create a new pitch black place. Maybe even darker than the one before. Pocket Cat is clearly not good at playing Civ 6 and like getting out of that recurring dark age. Just needs to know how to max his error score. This amazing bit in Catch-22 where someone is on leave in Rome and a man runs out into the street yelling, "Police, help!" And the police come and drag him away. The main character is like, oh, he was scared of the police. That makes sense. True. I guess I'm just rambling here, letting my mind wander and my mouth philander, as they say. You know me, when I get excited, I can go on and on. I didn't mean to take your time. From what I understand, you've got your hands full with the festival already. So I'll get straight to the point. Not only a wandering gentleman, but I'm also a head salesman of sorts, with deep, deep pockets. What is a head salesman, you ask? Well, it's exactly what it sounds. I'm willing to part from my valuable collection if the price is right. The price is severed heads of those participating in the festival. Macabre, I know, but you get used to it. Gods know I did. This is what I have to offer. It is quite a nice collection, even if I say so myself. That's a new way to describe working the car. So, yeah, he will offer us all these cool things in exchange for the heads of contestants. We don't have any right now. At least he doesn't want live children this time. Yeah, but the reason that he's asking is, also because the Lady of the Moon well, actually, even rare, uh, does not want new people ascending to godhood. And they recognize that the contestants all have a terrifying potential to become that. And so they're like, hey, we'll offer you great prizes if you slaughter the other contestants before they have a chance to ascend. Ooh, ballistic shield. That's a good drop. Going to get pep pills. We found drugs. Okay, we mix a light blue vial with pep pills. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold on to that until we have more light blue. Oh fuck, it's him. It's him, chat. Okay. What that means, though, is that he's no longer in he's no longer where he was before. Just wants to give me more drugs. I know, but not the drugs I want. I also thought this was just a normal ritual, not one designed to prevent godhood. So that one is kind of speculation, but so yeah, from what I've heard from, I think it was like I think it was for Apollo and Wormgirl kind of discussing things, that it's in the best interests of the old gods to make sure that the new god, to make sure that there aren't any more ascended ones, because the old gods don't want to share their dinner table with any more gods. Yeah, and yeah, they recognize that ending A would be pretty bad for them. You know what, folks? We've saved pretty recently. Let's say we try taking on this fucking clown. Right, would they soft lock them as new gods? Kind of. Here we go. Okay. Glass shards and gas canister. L plus ratio plus shards of glass to the face. Ow! Needles is blinded, his eyes are bleeding. Cool. Love that view. Pocket glass. Exactly. Get exploded, idiot. He's... okay. He's still alive. He's weak against exploding gas cannons. It's true. And now every part of his body is on fire. Meat mallet is honestly like one of the more decent melee weapons at this point in the game. Oh, and you know what? You know what? If we kill him now, he's got heroin. And you know who really loves heroin? I mean, everyone, obviously, but Levi. Hell yeah, get dunked on, you fucking clown. Okay. Well, we can actually use the dirty toilet paper here because we both have infected wounds anyway and 7 green herbs. Hate it. But you know, I'm just gonna rub this green herb on and we're good as new. 3 syringes of heroin. Okay, Tanaka is safe from being killed by needles, so that's one good thing. Love me a sucker for love me a good heroine. I'm a sucker for stories with a female lead. Yes, yes, that's what we meant. Hey, little guy. Hey there. You want some drugs? Want some nummy heroin? You've injected yourself with something. It's nothing. I don't need help. I need to do this myself. Is there anything I can do? Give him heroin. The boy is looking at you in disbelief, but is clearly tempted by your offer. You look away as he injects the heroin. Thanks. I'm Levi. He's nervously looking around and avoiding your eye contact. Other than that, he seems decent enough. I'm not feeling all that well. Would it be okay if I came with you for a while? Yes, of course. All right, so... A dark Catholic schoolgirl, a rebel mechanic, and a child soldier on heroin walk into a bar. We've also got some wine from the barrels. A real continuing tradition of the original game. Compared to the rest of the stuff you do, this might be the most benign. I mean, yeah, he's just got a little bit of the shakes. Just a little guy. He's a little boy. He needs his vitamins. Now we're strong enough to break through a fucking door. Vegetable pie, a bottle of beer, gasoline, a lucky coin. Turnip. Now the beer is useful for driving in my car. Shame just can't leg sweep that bitch, right? Not anymore. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour. Alright, let's go head up the church. I think with the 3 of us, we're in a pretty good shape to do so. At the very least, there's some good stuff there that we could loot. And now we can beat up the cops. He's even got the same hair color as Zach, yes. He's the ex-soldier. Oh, right. Hey, Levi, I'm gonna need to give you some go faster marks. We're gonna put some red on your face. Everyone knows red ones go faster. He was actually a soldier, unlike Cloud. True. Ow. This guy's like, it's 1942. You're giving spoilers for Final Fantasy VII. That's against the law, that is. Crunch. shillings. The hotel. Oh, okay then. Everyone has that problem. Some with cops, some with weird blonde boys with long hair and longer sword. True. Rip. Okay, okay. I'm using my healing right here because you may notice in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there's a dude. He's a piece of shit. Luckily we have 9 bullets. He hurt us a little bit. But luckily, we're doing okay. Let's see what happens if we shoot an arm off of the Bobby there. Does he start with 1 less arm? He does. Okay, Marina's got the meat mallet, so we'll just have everyone else go for the arms. And then she can just pound the torso. I forgot to engrave Levi again. Okay, now we can all just kind of unga bunga. Describe a game poorly. Mercenary pads his resume to get a That's pretty fucking good. Actually am part of a I occasionally visit a subreddit called I think it's like Explain a Game Poorly. I've had some good times with that. They're not part of the group until you get the matching face tats. Patrons, are we a gang? Lucky coin. I'm watching that fucking iron coffin. I prefer the term posse. I love posse. Something of a posse magnet. Oh hey, look! It's the king in yellow. Also known as Kaiser, also known as Lagarde. Spoilers. Like I've said before, this one is a second playthrough, so we're not making any big deal about any spoilers here. My contribution that was a group of bisexuals live life in the city over 7 years until one of them becomes... What was that one? The Dragoon helmet. An 18th century cavalry metal helmet. It doesn't stay on very well and feels clumsy, but offers great protection. Hell yeah. Oh hey look, a Sergal. For anyone who doesn't know, that's a creature from Vinland. Vinland in this game is essentially North America. North America in this game is essentially ruled by the god of the depths, and as a result is basically completely smothered in darkness and infested with monsters. Okay, with that extra agility, he's able to outspeed the Bobby now. Love how the dev brought in a furry and people got mad. Right, but the furry gave a whole lot of cool feedback. Just like the real North America. Blue vial. It's just been sliced right open. The Circle Spear is also one of the most powerful melee weapons in the game. God, I love the atmosphere in this game. It's incredibly oppressive. Down there is an elite Bremen soldier. I don't think we really have a good reason to take him on just yet. Oh look! A diagonal facing board that's the source of trauma for everyone who's played Fear and Hunger 1. Except in this version, it doesn't have a nail in it. Can we shoot that guy and, like, take away one of his arms, though? Oh boy. Running. So when I said that we wouldn't have a reason to take him on, I guess he decided differently. Okay. Most important thing is just going to be beat the shit out of that arm. As long as we whack that fucking arm, he's got no reason to, yeah, he has no ability to, okay, cool. Okay. Glass shards to the face.
Thank you for being a good little sub.
Oh. Marshmallow Wyvern, thank you for giving a sub to Argyle Eyes. Very much appreciate it. So funny how, oh shit, we missed? Okay, he's on fire. That's good. Trooper's arm twitches. Okay, we'd better guard. Okay. Ah! Okay. See there. The game almost always telegraphs when it's going to do one of those coin flip attacks. So for anybody who says, oh, you fear and hunger, it is so unfair, you know, that you just have attacks that have like a 50-50 chance to, you know, do something terrible. Just watch for when the game telegraphs it, idiot. Okay. Not a whole lot that he can do to us now. He might be able to do a little bit of damage, but I think he's lost kind of his most offensive abilities. Okay, cool. You know what? Let's wrench toss at the shield arm. So it's funny how as soon as I got to the soul of the big salmon, I stepped repeatedly on the nail just out of spite. Yes, I love the fact that you can just run back and forth across the nail boards with the salmon snake soul just out of like pure fuck you determination. Going to sleep. All right, Renetta, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate you. Oh shit. Okay, he's in trouble. Here. Be ashamed to lose you so quick, so early, Levi. Just yeah, just have a blue vial. You'll Alright, wrench toss at the shield arm again. I have the power of God and heroin on my side. Only problem with the wrench toss is she then has to re-equip it every time. But you know, as long as we can keep juggling that arm, he cannot attack. And even get to the church. How else is any of the gods supposed to see you? I'm working on it. It'll be very funny. You know, I guess there's a reason these guys are the elite troopers, because damn, he shrugged off a lot. Okay, rifle and some ammo. So, if we had Dan in the party, he could examine the elite trooper and say that there's something very wrong about the bodily proportions of the elite trooper. It's very strongly implied that that all of the elite troopers are marriages. Oh hey, a roll of film. Ooh, the portrait of a young man. We can sacrifice that at a new god circle. Pie, cloth fragment, matches, meat pie. Yeah, and then a flim. Pile of burnt bodies. They look relatively freshly burnt. Yeah, some of the Bremen elite troopers have flamethrowers. And, you know, they are very tough to face in battle. But they are even more lethal outside of battle. If one of them hits you with a flamethrower, you die. Slowly. You get to still walk around, on fire. The game is basically making fun of you for allowing someone with a flamethrower to get close enough to use a flamethrower on you. God, I bet this place is a little traumatizing for Marina to return to. But it looks like an ad is just about to start, so we'll come back to the trauma in a moment. Be right back, everyone. All right, everyone. We're back. Yeah? Have a good night, Ari. Thanks for being here. Okay. Now, there's kind of a puzzle here. All of the statues point to, like, a spot here with a loose tile. A toolbox. Bolt cutters, bolts, duct tape, and vodka. Everything that a budding mechanic needs. And this is what I wanted to... Oh, hey, more heroin. Good news, Levi. We're gonna go on and have ourselves a little confession. Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. For the last time, it's forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Is that so? So tell me, what are the most vile and despicable acts you have performed? So that Olmer may absolve your sins, of course. I've lusted for someone I shouldn't have. Jumping straight to the juicy bits, I see. Good, good. Tell me, is he or she someone, one of your fellow people from the train? How did you know? Interesting. Does she have red hair? How did you know? I see, I see. Do you think this person has mutual feelings? I'd hope so. One can hope, and in hope it is good to live. So let us cut to the chase. Why is this lust condemned? Or why do you feel it is not appropriate? Society condemns our relationship. I am a nerd and she is a jock. Ah, are you sure about this? Sometimes people can be more open than what the old taboos would lead you to believe. Of course, some people can act out of fear of the unknown and condemn everything that is alien to them. And sometimes you're the one who is wrong. Not all things should be experimented with, and not all taboos need to be pushed. You won't know what is the case before you proclaim your love out in the public. I know this is not a pleasing topic for you to discuss, but I have one more question. Have you acted upon this lust in any way? I've tried to take this person by force. I've seen dreams of this person. I would appreciate some details. I don't want to talk about it. It was an inappropriate dream. There is no shame in letting our subconscious free in a dream state. To absolve your sins, do a ritual sacrifice or two when you should be good. Try to get good sleep, eat your vitamins, and love your neighbor. That is all. And then we come out, and it's fucking Osa. The least devout man to Alma that I know. It was a joke. I made a joke. My apologies. I am not a priest of Alma in reality. This was just too good of an opportunity to pass. We can basically laugh this off in order to potentially get him on our side later. Ha 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 ha. Well then, I got the information I needed. I think I must continue my journey for now. Yeah, we still get the Alma affinity either way. Where are you going? This land holds many secrets. What you see and hear on the surface is not the whole truth. And then he just kind of fucks off. Almost felt bad for me, yeah. It's like, damn, you're, that redhead's out of your fucking league, Marina. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't have to say it. Give me head. Yeah. I have played Fear and Hunger Termina for a total of 66.4 hours, and I have never found a salmon snake rune before. Right? An old relic from the northern warriors of Aldegard, the rune is said to contain a soul of a salmon snake that gives its owner a hardened skin that prevents limb loss, burns, and bleeding. It is one of the most powerful accessories you can get because of how it prevents limb loss. Considering that limb loss is one of the way more irritating conditions that you can pick up, it's worth it alone just for that. Thank you for the headbands. Okay, happen again. Kids stole the tools. And yeah, they basically talk about like where to hide the tools. Father Domek took one of the key effigies to his orphanage. So yeah, that's also telling us where everything is. Shame it wasn't 66.6. It was close. Purifying talisman. Good drop. You have to be very careful up here. If you make one wrong move, you'll fall down and you will take damage. If you take more damage, if you fall down again, you will break your legs and you will be unable to run. Then there's this asshole. I don't suppose anyone saw which of his abs lit up first. Probably not. In this world, LLM is a limb loss machine. Going for the Heartless one this run. I actually don't know how to do that. But I will happily look it up if need be. Ow. Starting to jog. Okay, well, God. First step is not cutting down the chandelier. That's okay, because I'm not going to cut down the chandelier. That is not what I am after here. See, that is what I mean. The game will always give you a chance to guard against the coin flip attacks. I think with maybe like one exception. Okay, meat pie and moldy bread. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm after. Okay, you know what? Screw this guy. You know what, Levi? You're on enough drugs already. Want some pep pills? We're gonna take that heroin and we're gonna supplement it with meth. All right, Minkus, have a great night. Okay, thanks for being here. Eyeball that high. Yup. Okay, so now Levi gets an extra turn. Okay, he's stunned. Good. I'm just gonna wail on him. Starts to jog. Okay. That means that Marina needs to guard. Okay. It's funny, because in most RPG Maker type games, guard is basically just a way to waste a turn. But in Fear and Hunger, one of the most vital abilities that you can ever pick up. Well, I say pick up, but you start with it. So, there was a reason I untied those corpses. This one doesn't have anything on him. That's not the one I wanted. One in the wedding dress. She has a battle stone. Magic is constantly leaking from it, meaning that every turn spent in combat, Marina will regain mind. That's basically everything that I want out of the church right now. Let's head back into the lower part of town and find a place to sleep. Not now, copper. Piss off. Come back with a warrant. Okay. You know, this is all pretty good considering we've not even advanced time yet. Alright, so one of these basements has another has the new god circle to sacrifice the heads. That one's the ascended one. And I have a party member I didn't get last time. Exactly. We've got a lot of money, I think. 98 shillings. We are almost maxed out on money. So once the shop opens up, we can actually help ourselves to quite a bit of cool items. We'll probably get some matches because matches are very useful. Oh, fuck no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. That's the sound of a run ending right there. Oh, that would have lost so much progress. Oh, right, the woodsman. You know, we're not in the best shape to be taking him on. Didn't see what it was. That was a death mask trooper. Death mask troopers are highly armored, have a pair of machetes, and are very fast. They deal a ton of damage, and they give 0 fucks. And they are randomly placed every time. Oh yeah, we can just cut the chain with the bolt cutters. Okay. Goat hoof for shillings. We're maxed out on shillings. You know what? We can exchange the heads next time. We've got plenty of soul stones right now. Yeah, that thing, I was not ready for it. That is a terrible placement for him. Okay. Oh, 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 hmm. I think. Let's see. The note has been written with blood. I will reunite with my lover on the other side. Yeah, woodsman has been cucked by a goat. Oh, recipes of the 15th century. Okay, okay. That's good. That is a good book. We can, all of those little food items that we've been picking up, those can now become big food items. Meat pie, vegetable pie. Yeah, this is good shit. We are not going to experience hunger in this game anytime soon. Okay. I need to double check something here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Honestly, Black Caliber isn't that great for the limited amount of asymmetrical ritual circles you get. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for being a
Oh.
good little sub.
Marshmallow Wyvern, thank you for subscribing for the first time. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the emotes, the free sounds, and being an arsonist. Okay. Okay. Trying to remember. Okay. Venushka is the... Okay. That symbol. Okay. We're gonna trace the symbol of Venushka here. So this is an old god circle. Your affinity with Venushka has been increased. Whole ass tree. Ass tree. Alright, everyone, help yourselves to meat pies. Freshly cooked. Now, there's a reason that we just made a tree spawn inside this man's house. You'll know him from the first game. You'll love him from the first game. It's the Pinecone Pig. Your very own Pinecone Pig. There's an old traditional children's trinket from the northern land of Oldegard. You can craft one by attaching 4 sticks to a pinecone and adding a hint of love to the mix. So now, we can basically farm items from combat. And that is how you get the Pinecone Pig in this game. Okay. We've got like 5 soul stones? 5 soul stones. More than enough to take ourselves a little nap here. This bed looks dirty and smells bad. I think Samari will... Yeah, you hear heavy breathing through your sleep. You notice a black-haired girl spying on you. What are you staring at, you creep? Ka! Nothing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Rena, you don't recognize me? I need to go. If you really wanted to, you could kill Samari here, and she has unlimited heads. For some reason, the game bugged out in a way where if you just kind of cut her head off, you can keep doing it. The game doesn't track whether or not you've actually cut off whether or not you're allowed to keep cutting off her head, basically. All right, we'll try that again. Oh my god, really? Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, fuck it, we ball, I guess. I don't sleep on the train. I should have done that. I should have. Ow. The appendage skitters away. Whew. L plus ratio plus glass shards to the face. At least he's blind now. Lick the pizza bagel of hope. What a phrase. Okay, no arms for you. Fuck you, man. This is my house now. Dad axe, though. He lost his wife and his house. And now he's gonna lose his head. Damn, Abella lost her arm. I feel bad about that. The goat probably won't come with us now. Grow back. Technically yes. But I do need to find a Sylvian skin Bible. Okay, yeah, because I didn't go through the rare sigil, I think I've locked myself out of getting the goat. Oh well. I know plenty of cool goats already. I honestly didn't know that he would come into the fucking cottage. I've never experienced him doing that before. Yeah, Caliv is terrible. Like, every now and again, he would maybe get like a small ability. Oh, hey, another place where we can do a Venushka circle. That gives us a shortcut into Preheville. Just in case we ever need it. Okay, I think the train is pretty close by. There it is. Everyone's gone for now. Ah, and then this, I think, is, that's an ascended circle. If we wanted, we could put down another, like, God of Fear and Hunger thing here, but honestly, I think I've tapped out as much as I need to here. Might be useful to advance time a little bit. Hey, I think I'll sit down for a bit. I've had enough of venturing for the time being. I think I'll sit down for a while if it's okay. This is kind of our base of operations until we pick back up next time. Okay. This time we'll rest. We've got enough people here where they will not fuck with us. Alright. First time we've advanced time. Everyone's still alive. That's better than my first run. Keep up the pace. The festival won't last forever. Just what is going on? Since the 14 of you are such late additions to the party, your days are already running short. First of all, we'll see its climax in just 3 days. Do you mean I have to kill other contestants? What you do and what you don't do is entirely up to you, of course. Do you wanna, like, kill your fellow contestants? So, we can now make use of the Hexen. You can see we already have a good bit of affinity with various gods. Bloodsword is, I've never felt the need to use it. Warding Sigil is okay, but it's basically a stepping stone on the way to learning advanced occultism and greater occultism. That means we start off with 2 Rev at the beginning of combat. So, hurting, really useful. Necromancy, not as useful in this game. Blood Golem, useful if you don't have any party members you can recruit. Black Orb, really useful. Can't get it yet. Toxicology, never used it. Black Smog, incredibly useful. Because it attacks all body locations and inflicts blind on everyone. What do you mean I can't get it yet? I guess I need to get hurting first. Okay. There we go. Hurting is okay, but Black Smog is really where it's at. Flesh puppetry on the Funga tree is also phenomenal. You're so right. Like, because it deals damage based off it deals a number of attacks based off of how many arms you have in your inventory. So, unless you've been eating those things to sustain yourself, you've got yourself a great way of having, like, randomized extra attacks. And now, we save. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in slot 1 just so I remember. And that is where we'll leave. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the cool things that make the algorithm go brr. And a big shout out to my tier 2 subscribers, Valtteri and Fizzypuff. However you support me, it helps me make as much content as I can. So, thank you once again for watching, and remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be. So, light it up.